What is good, my beautiful black Israelite brothers and sisters? How y'all doing today in the world? I'm gonna include the world. Before we start this video off, we're gonna give all glory, honor, and praises to our Father Yahweh, and we do so by His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, our Lord and Savior. Yes, you better know it. So we gonna talk about Charlie Kirk, right? You know, I entertain it, you know, whatever little goofy stuff they got going on. But we just gonna talk about how I believe it's a hoax, you know, or it was a sacrifice. Either one. I said it in the last video. I threw a little hint in there because y'all should have known, like, I don't be playing no games. I want to say this, though. I just want to remind people that the world is staged. You really can't believe everything that you read, everything that you hear, you know, and everything that you see, because it's staged. Now, we all know that they sacrifice their people, you know, that's what it is. If you think about the army and how they sacrifice those people to keep their position of power, that's what they do. You know, everybody knows blood rituals and all type of demonic spirits and things like that. So we're gonna get into this Charlie Kirk, you know, situation that he had in Utah. It was a political guy, I guess. You know, I knew who he was. I just don't know what to, you know, what's his title. He was popped in Utah, you know, by his own people, and you know, he said that it'll be us that do it. Ironically, it wasn't us. And then he last words was gang violence, you know, which they say that's what we promote. So I'm checking a video out, right, and I'm looking at it, the befores and afters, because I'm looking for the footage to see, you know, what all he said and things like that. And when I was watching, I just noticed that it said, prove me wrong, and he was proven wrong. And then he had the 47, the number 47. He had that that number, and he'd been carrying it around. I guess it's a representation of Trump's 47th, you know, being a 47th president or whatever. So he always carried that in to make America great again. But the numbers was turned directly towards the person that was recording. The angle was crazy. So the side that he got, you know, hit from, you know, we're gonna get into that too. Yeah, the side he got hit from, it was on that same side, that same angle, whatever that was. And when you look at the gematria table, right, and this is to do with Hebrew numbers, and numbers have you know, meanings and codes and things like that. Some people look into it, some people don't. I'm a person that look into everything, but when you use that table, right, and you look at it, the meaning, right, the meaning of it just means when you put the 40 and the 7 together, they represent a meaning. So when you put the 40 and 47 together, it's a meaning behind that. And the word is mazema, right? And that means evil scheme or evil plot, right? So it is mazema. It's mem and zayin or whatever. So that right there, you know, was like, in itself blew my mind, because I'm like, it's something to those numbers. It's something to why you know, he keep trying to flash the numbers. And, you know, I pay attention to Edomites and, you know, their evil doings. And when you read the Bible, because that's where they get all this stuff from, and they got it from the Hebrews, and they stole our coding. So when you read the Bible, a lot of the Bible is allegory, right? Some is literal, but a lot is allegory. It's coding. So we have to remember that, especially as, you know, black people, Hebrew Israelites and things like that. We have to tap into what this really is, because it's not what we think it is. And so right there, it's a plot and a scheme. So we have to figure out what plot and what scheme are they trying to come up with now, because it's always something, a deterrent that's put in front of people when an event or something drastic is about to happen. So that was one. That was the number one thing. Number two was, I noticed that he had a mic, right? I think that was a mic, or supposedly it was a mic. But he, when he was shot or whatever, when he was hit, there was a black dot that went from, it was like horizontal in a sense. It went from his right to his left. And he was hit over here, but the bullet or whatever that black thing was hit him right there. Now, me personally, I initially was like, this is a hoax. This is not real. I don't believe none of it. I don't believe Trump got shot in the ear and things like that. I don't believe none of it. It's always a plot and a twist. We just have to, you know, figure it out. So when I seen that, that was a red flag, because the dot went from here all the way over there. And people talking about ricocheting, bulletproof vests and all that, I don't buy none of it. And when you pay close attention and you really look, there was a guy behind him. He kept checking his watch. He kept checking his watch, right? He kept checking his watch. And when you read the Bible, this is how they set up, you know, Yahushua, who y'all call Jesus. When it was Judas, you know, I call it the kiss of death, because when he gave him that kiss, they knew what to do. So I'm watching, he kept checking his watch, and then I believe that's the same dude that was with Trump when Trump's so-called got shot. Now, this dude, I believe, right, I don't know, I believe he's an Israeli, right? This is why I'm bringing up gematria, because that's what it is. It's the Hebrew numbers that have meaning and codes. He was there when Trump got shot. And if you know this Charlie Kirk guy, he was one of Trump's right-hand man or whatever. So they talking about he's supposed to be next up for president. Never. So when you look at it, he kept checking his watch, and then boom, you know, that happened. And another thing, it was a guy who was giving off signals, right? I'm going to get what I seen and try to, you know, break it down and things like that and get that footage. But he kept doing this with his nose. He, you know, this is mafia type stuff. This is things that, not even mafia, this is CIA, Secret Service, FBI type stuff. Like, they always send little, you know, signals and codes and stuff for people to move on you. You just gotta pay attention. And then I noticed himself, he was flicking his nose. You know, the Charles Kirk himself, he was flicking his nose. And when I got to see when the bullet hit him, supposedly, all the blood gushing out, to me, that just looked like a prop bag. That's a prop bag. That's what they use in movies. I didn't see people that got hit in the neck and hit in the head and all that. I've never seen blood gush out. Now, some people gonna say, oh, he hit a main vessel and all this other stuff, but I've never seen that before. And it was just gushing out like a movie, you know, and it was just weird. And then, you know, I just pay attention to everything, and they say they didn't see the shooter, find the shooter, and then it was the guy that was celebrating, right? And they talking about they want to investigate him. you can't investigate him because he's celebrating. It's like he's happy for whatever reason. It could have been the hit was successful, right, on anybody that didn't like him in, or it could have been he was a part of the CIA or whatever, the Secret Service or whatever, and it was a successful thing because everybody ran around screaming and hollering and doing all this goofy stuff. But I had to, make this video to make people realize that, like, this world is staged, right? This world is staged, and none of that made sense to me. I mean, even when you go down to his wedding ring or whatever. Now, his wedding ring was here, and then when he was getting shot, it flipped to his pinky, and some people saying, oh, that's a hinge ring, that's a hinge ring. Man, I ain't never known a hinge ring for somebody to get hit and then it unhinges and then latches right back on his pinky, on the other finger. Never noticed that, never seen nothing like that or anything. Like, people are very gullible, right? People are very gullible. Everything about the video is weird. Same thing with what happened with Trump. Like, he got hit in the ear, but he has no damaged cartilage. Like, and cartilage don't heal. Ask people who didn't been bit or UFC fighters when they damage their cartilage. It don't heal. So where's Trump's damaged cartilage, right? He should be looking like Holyfield, but he doesn't. So it was just a lot of stuff, man. Like, with the shirt being open like that, his shirt was open, like that looked like it had a prop in there. And my job is just to literally expose these people, because they be lying, manipulating people's brains and minds, whether you black, white, Mexican, Asian, or whatever. I'm gonna keep emphasizing that and keep saying that, right? Because that's what it is, because we all live in this world full of manipulation. And if we keep just falling for the same things, right? If we keep falling for, the hatred for one another, the disdain for one another, they're going to keep feeding off of it. This is a beastie world. This world is a beast. That's why in the Bible, the three-headed beast, monster, and all that. This is what this world is, the belly of the beast, Jonah. It will consume you. It will consume you if you're not paying attention and really listening to what people are saying. Some people, they'll just skip past a video like this or skip past anybody trying to educate them or help them, right? But they'll click on something that's irrelevant. They'll click on something that serves no purpose, something that will never help them in the future, something that won't prep them, right? Like, we have to start using our intellect. We have to start using our intellect and knowing that we are, phenomenal creatures, right? Just in general, I'm talking about every race, every ethnicity, because the Most High God created you. Now, he have his favorites, like blacks. We are extraterrestrial beings, right? But we have to realize that, we are here to serve a purpose, whatever that purpose is. And these people creating these illusions is not fair. It's not fair, and it's not right, and it's demonic, and it's evil. So I just wanted to let y'all know, about that, because it doesn't make sense. And then I had a book published, I believe, September 9th, right? 2025. It was a book published for the actual hit out on the dude or whatever, of him getting popped in the neck, and they switched it to the next day or whatever. But how do you make a book that fast? How do y'all don't even know what happened? That's too fast for y'all to make a book. It's all pre-planned. Sorry, Esau, like, as long as I'm walking this earth, I'm gonna expose everything, because that's in the Bible. It said Esau, all his hidden work will be sought up and exposed. We have to expose these people. You got a book that fast? How did you do that? How did y'all make a book that fast? Like that's crazy, and they're already selling on Amazon. It's a plot. It's a plot and a plan, man. You know, for whatever they got going on, but we gonna figure it out. That's why we have to be careful, and we have to watch every little thing that they do. Stop believing in everything that they tell y'all. Social media is the devil. Social media is the reason people think the way they think. Social media have people, they have programmed people brain, social engineering, right? That's what it's called. Have programmed people brain into thinking that there's something, that they're not. Like these people really live in a simulation. These people really live in a simulation. Like, it's the internet. That's what the net is. It snatches you, right? And it traps you. You know, they in this world really thinking that this stuff is real. You know, and no, not me. I'm not having it, because I know this stuff is fake. I know what's going on. I know the magic that they do. You know, if you read the Bible, the Egyptians, you know, Pharaoh, Ramses or whatever, they was performing magic. They was doing that, you know, to mock Moses. And they was doing magic and, you know, creating these illusions. This is why I'm here to disenchant my people and people in general. Stop falling for the lies. Stop falling for the lies. You are not what they say you are. You need to find out who you are and where you come from. Right? Now they want to, you know, blame one side, one party. Both parties are evil. Republicans and Democrats, both parties are evil. You know, the devil can't maneuver and fly with one wing. It's no one-winged devil. He needs two wings. And y'all are giving him the horns. Y'all are giving him his power, because y'all are feeding into it. It's just like the movie It, right? When you stop being scared of him, right, he gets small and he turns into the original form, which is the smallest form. And then he's easy to take out. But as long as y'all keep being scared, as long as y'all keep perpetuating what the devil wants, he gets bigger, he gets stronger. It's the opposite. And then he destroy us. So this is why I'm here, man, just to make y'all, you know, understand, like, or understand that we have to get out of the belly of the beast, because we're in it. This world is staged. This world is staged. And I'm going to be here breaking it up and breaking all of it down, you know. And I look and listen to everybody, you know, whether you're an author, whether you're a content creator, teacher, whatever, professor, whatever. I listen to everybody, and I take in stuff too. It's just not me spewing things out or saying things and giving information. I listen to everybody, because it's a team asserted effort, right? We all have to come together. That's the purpose. You know, it don't matter what color you are, you know, and when I say come together, just for the purpose of the Most High. You know, because we as Israelites, it says that we are the chosen people, right? It says it, but it didn't say, you know, to go around and just lie to people and manipulate people and be, you know, mean and vigorous to people. No, we have to do the opposite. You know, now I'm not docile. Now I'm going to say who the enemy is and who the devil is, but I'm saying, like, if people not displaying that energy, I'm not going to bring that energy. But if you keep displaying the energy, I'm going to bring that energy. Tell the truth about what happened. Tell the truth. Stop trying to erase our history. And give us this pakak. Give us this bull that y'all showing on the news. Y'all trying to blow somebody up that wasn't even important. He was important to a certain group of people. And those people do not like black people. That's who he was important to. You know? Now those people is running around like a chicken with his head cut off. And I love it. And I love it, you know? But yeah, some demonic stuff going on, man. And y'all stay tuned and watch out. Be watchful. Be cognizant. Look at all the moves that they do. Just don't, you know, be entertained and just, you know, have a minute mindset. Really grow, really read, really study, really get the evidence, really get the experience. Just don't take my word. Y'all go and look these things up. Y'all go and study and do these things. And I guarantee you're going to come back and, you know, be like, wow, it's a whole nother world out there, you know? And that's what I'm here for, man. So I appreciate y'all, you know, tapping in and tuning in, and, you know, y'all let me know what y'all think about the whole thing, because to me, you know, you can't trick and fool me. You know, I pay attention very closely. But if y'all enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, right? Just and help your boy Alpha Hebrew out, you know, to get these messages and these videos out, man. And for the people who be tuning in, I appreciate y'all, man. All my people, especially when I be dropping the video live and things like that, and y'all be in there commenting or just chilling and watching. Y'all ain't even got to comment. I appreciate y'all, man. Every number, every view counts, man. It's coming together. You know, we got to come together. It's all helpful. You know, if y'all want to keep people, you know, the Most High, his strongest people here, you know, his elect people. I'm not saying I am. I'm not going to be one of those self-proclaimed people. But y'all have to, you know, make sure that y'all prevail us, you know, because without y'all, we don't exist. Without y'all spreading the message and sharing the videos, sharing the word, telling y'all family members about this, and educating them, we don't exist. You know, we don't exist. We exist together. We don't exist separately, or, you know, we won't make it like that. It's power and strength in numbers, you know, and that's in the Bible, you know. So I definitely appreciate y'all, man. Y'all keep tapping in and tuning in, and I'm gonna keep dropping these videos as long as I can, man. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed it, man. And for the whole world, y'all can listen to. Everybody can learn, man. Everybody can learn, because that's what this is about. This is Alpha Hebrew. I'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all be good. Peace.